Are your children spending too much time playing games? Are they becoming non-responsive to you? Do you want to develop their character, their skills, and their abilities? Perhaps they need another activity, something to keep them occupied that keeps them busy, especially during these COVID-19 times with school closures and a whole change to our daily routines. Well, if that sounds like you, watch this full video. I know that this will work, and I also know that you'll thank me should you follow my advice. Let's go. Hello, I'm Mr. Gary, and in this video we're going to have a look at Vooks, storytelling brought to life. This isn't a sponsored post, it's not a sponsored video. I haven't been paid anything to create this video or give Vooks a review. It's just something that I feel you might find as a valuable resource as a teacher going into 2021, or perhaps as a parent going into 2021. You're looking for literature, for fun things for your child to read, and there's not that much out there. COVID restrictions might mean libraries are closed, might mean schools are closed, and you don't really want to be buying and selling books on Amazon. If that sounds like you, this is perhaps a really good alternative. What is Vooks? Vooks is a subscription-based service. The literature on there is available and suitable for children between the ages of 3 and 8 years old. I, however, use it for older children as their literacy levels are not as high as perhaps they should be. Bear in mind, my learners are learning English as perhaps a third language in some households, and in other households it's a first language. My job is quite varied in scope. Vooks perfectly complements my work as a teacher and as a professional going forward. Last year, or last academic year, I actually sent or integrated a couple of the Vooks books into my videos. I have to send videos each week to my children, and some of the stories on Vooks were an accompaniment to my videos, and I found the feedback from the children was overall very, very positive. All of them said that they liked it, and bear in mind I teach over 500 children, 300 children got to sample the Vooks online experience in my video, which is why I feel Vooks is definitely worth a really good review. It's not all going to be wonderful things about Vooks. I'm going to try and give some ideas perhaps about what Vooks might want to do going forward to improve the product or product offering. I think there are things there that are developing, and I see it as a really progressive, forward-thinking service. A service that will be really, really good for you as a parent or as a teacher. Right, let's dive right in and have a look what you will find when you log into Vooks. Vooks can be found in the Play Store, on the iStore, and on the Amazon apps, so Amazon Fire, Amazon TV. So when you log into Vooks, you will notice that it looks a little bit like Netflix, if you like. There are lots of recommendations here, and those are presented to the users right off the bat. You can go left or right here and see what recommendations Vooks are giving you based on your past reading history. As I mentioned, I've used Vooks now for a couple of months, and one or two of the books I integrated them into my weekly online learning videos and sent them to my children. All 300 of them did respond, and they said that they were very satisfied with the Vooks experience. They really enjoyed the stories, loved the graphics, and thought they were really great stories. So from a children's point of view, these stories are great. You know, I love them, and more importantly, the children love them. The narrations are varied and will give your child the exposure to many different types of English and English accent, which is always great to see. It's a great resource, I think, this, for parents and teachers alike. teachers are actually given free resources. They can be found at the top here. You just go straight in there and it gives lesson plan suggestions and ideas. Speaking personally, I'm not going to be in the classroom with any children now for probably the next 6 months, so I can probably use them with my weekly resources or weekly videos that I produce and send to the children, and just integrate one of these books depending on whatever the learning point is. That's from a personal point of view. Let's get back to Vooks. That's what we're here to look at and talk about. The literature is organised into categories, so we have new releases, popular titles, based on age. Now, my learners, I sent this to children all the way up to 11 years old, and the feedback was identical. It was the same. The skill of my learners, though, is perhaps a little bit lower than yours, maybe. English is a third language or a second language with the children that I teach, so we do expect that, you know, they're going to have a slightly lower level or expectation of literacy, and that's evident by their responses. They still really enjoyed these videos, so, you know, you might need to experiment a little bit. Then we go down, we have a preschool category, seasonal category, which is a really good one. I expect the next one is going to be Easter, and here we can see we've got lots of Christmas Vooks, shall we say. If I scroll here to the right, we've got autumn, we've got some Christmas ones, and as I say, they're releasing new materials all the time, and I love it that you can just put your mouse over the cover and you get a little synopsis of what the book is all about. We also have traits or character traits here. So what's the book about? Is it a creative book, or are the characters brave? And then we have another one that will encourage learners to be themselves, entitled Be You. Be kind, and this is something that I know a lot of people are focusing on at the moment. Teaching people to be kind. Learning about friendships. We have Familius, Classic Dojo, Slumberkins, and Little Princess. So lots and lots and lots of material in here that will keep our younger learners very, very busy and very, very entertained. And it will certainly give them a distraction from playing games or doing other things on gadgets that might be present in the home. For copyright reasons, I'm unable to share with you the experience of actually reading a Vooks. However, Vooks does have its own YouTube channel, so there is a link to it in my description below. You can hop on over there later on if you like and see some of the samples. Is it worth $4.99 a month? Well, I think it's less than the price of a Starbucks is $4.99 a month, for US dollars 99 a month, I think that is. So absolutely, yes, it's well worth its weight in gold, and you know, it will give a different dimension, a different stimuli for the children who are wanting to discover literature, discover reading, discover the joys of reading and the joys of adventure that the Vooks titles have. I think they're all wonderful books. I've looked at many of them, and you know, the ones that I've seen, I think they're all fantastic. So get yourself over to Vooks, there's a link in the description there as well. And yeah, take advantage of the 30-day free trial that they have to offer. What can Vooks do to make it a better service and a better experience? Well, I'd like to see some more refinement to age categories of books. I'd also like to see a wider range of books for those age categories. So perhaps are they going to expand into teenagers, or even, dare I say it, adult literature? That would be phenomenal if they did that, and it would be much more useful to me. Did you like this content? Did you like this video? Well, I hope you did, and if you did, press the subscribe button that's just over here. Perhaps set the bell notifications to all. And also, if you're here and you want to see other English videos that are on my channel, why not click here into this playlist, or just this one up here that's got my latest upload to YouTube. Right, that concludes this video. Take care of yourselves and I'll see you in the next one.